David Spade stand-up special Dandelion can be seen right now on Amazon Prime. Also has a podcast with Dana Carvey. It's called Fly on the Wall. And learn more about his upcoming tour dates at davidspade.com. Great to see you again. We were just talking about there is a moment, there's a clip that's been viral for a long time where you're sitting with Chris Rock and you're at a Laker game. And Rock is talking to Kobe, trying to engage. What was he talking to Kobe? Trying to what was going on in that scenario?
Well, it all happened so fast, Dan. Well, you can get our agency had these great seats. In the old days, they might still be bumped right up to the Laker bench, and it's very odd. I felt bad for the players because you sit right next to them, like arm to arm, and you've just got random idiots. Whoever's got some heat on them, they're sitting next to you that game, and they're sweating. They're in the middle of their huddle, and I'm like, we maybe we should try a sucker trap. But and it's a drag because they're there. But Kobe sat there and half the game we'd switch, so we got to sit and pause. But they were all nice, all those players. But then, in the heat of the moment, I think Kobe, it was just a very odd situation where the camera's panning over from Kobe and Chris, I think, is talking to him, yeah. And then I was laughing because I could tell it wasn't clicking because Kobe was mamboed out.
But okay, so what is Rock saying to Kobe?
What he's saying is we don't know, but I know he's saying a lot and he's just going on. If he's talking to me, I couldn't hear him; it was so loud. And if he's talking to Kobe, Kobe was worried about something else. But it all looks funny. I like it all.
Okay, but how do you get those tickets with your agency? Like first come,
Uh,
first serve?
you just have to ask and say, "Hey, can I come to one of these games?" Or sometimes they'll call and say, "Do you want the tickets tonight?" And it's a little bit of a hassle. They're so good, but at the last second, sometimes they're like, "Ooh, Mark Wahlberg fell out." But sometimes, Rock is in town. And last time I went to New York, I said, or maybe went to the Knicks, or maybe when he came, we went there. But usually they can shake him up, shake it out, if that's a term. And it's super fun. When I did a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, oh, thanks. A couple people remember. The joke was that Larry, because NBC has two sets of tickets. They have those down on the floor and they have some in the rafters. And Larry asked for tickets and they go, sure, sure. And the head of NBC gives him tickets, but they're in the rafters. And he goes, I wanted the other tickets. And then I'm with the guy on the floor from NBC and he's mad because he says, Seinfeld was bigger than Just Shoot Me. Why do I get the floor seats? Which is a good argument.
But there is a pecking order of tickets that if Mark Wahlberg
Sure.
wants tickets, that you're not getting the tickets.
Well, no, I wouldn't make it that simple. I mean, I think evaluate it a little bit, but no, I would say I would give him to Wahlberg, yeah, or I'll sit with Wahlberg. You know what I mean? They sometimes go, there's four, so sometimes the agents
Mm.
usually help them, and then they'll bring one of their clients or someone they're courting or someone's got a movie coming. Sometimes they say, you got a movie coming out. Let's put you on the floor here. Let's put you here at the UFC fight. Let's pepper you around, sprinkle you, and then it's just more promotion, I guess, right?
Have you
I don't
sat next to a Kardashian?
know. No, I saw Kimberly at the 50th SNL, and I never see her. I never see any of the Kardashians, shockingly.
How was that event?
Well, Dan, let's look at a clip. No, it was. I thought it was a lot of fun because we had everybody there. I thought the rehearsals were more fun. It was 3 days this time. The 40th was pretty quick, but this was 3 days of rehearsing with different people and just walking around. And, it's your turf a little bit because I was on SNL, so you can go up to almost anyone and go, hey, how's it going? And they have to give you a few minutes. But everyone's usually pretty polite because there's no plus ones either. It's all raw dogging. Just everyone is there alone in the audience and stuff. But I had a lot of fun, yeah, for sure.
So there's nobody you're nervous about walking up to and saying, "Hey,
Oh yeah,
how
there
about
was.
this?"
I mean, I saw Miley Cyrus, who I think is great. I saw Jack Nicholson, who everyone will give you a few seconds. It's nice. I mean, Bill Murray was sitting next to me in the audience and on the chart, and then I saw him backstage. I said, I think I'm sitting next to you, and he was obviously overjoyed. And then when we got out there, seat filler. It was a seat filler. The 3 hours. I'm like, what's happening? He never came out.
Wow.
He sat there eating like cantaloupe cubes they had cut up in the back.
Do you think that because you went up to him, that maybe that was the reason why he didn't come out? He had a seat filler,
Spooked him?
maybe.
I don't know if I spooked him, Dan, because I am an alumni. I'm cast member number 3847621. And that's what it says on my membership card. And no, they set it all up. And like I'm over here. There's one scene I did in the show where I had to run in the audience and sit down. And we did in rehearsal. And I forgot the audience is empty in rehearsal. I have 30 seconds. So I run out of the sketch and run in the audience. And then there's Jane Curtin's in my seat and Chevy Chase. And they're like, hey, can you guys? And I'm like, no one plans this ahead of time. I have to scoot these legends out so I can squeak in and do my little bits.
That's humor.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Damn. It was funny. Yeah.
Dandelion, the stand-up. Why dandelion?
Look at this banana in my hotel room. I think it's seen better days. This is hot off the
Wow.
presses. This is what they give me.
Man, man.
I'll make some banana bread.
Uh,
Dandelion. Sorry to interrupt. Go.
Go ahead.
Dandelion.
Dandelion.
Don't look at this. My set list for tonight. I'm in Omaha. You ever been to Omaha, Dan?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I thought I'd trick you there. I thought I'd trip you up.
No, no.
I got 3 cities in Ohio next week. Did you know there's 3 cities in Ohio, Dan?
There's Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati.
Nice try. Newark.
Oh, oh, you're going to play Newark.
Have you
Wow.
been there?
Okay.
Yeah.
I
By the
grew up
way,
in Ohio, David.
you
David, I grew up in
did?
Ohio. Yes, I did.
I know nothing about you.
Yeah. Why don't you care?
I know this is like a sports morning show or something. This is like Regis
So?
and Kathy Lee.
No.
Why don't you stand at your desk like some of those other guys?
Because I'm not on a power trip. Because, yeah, okay, whenever you go on Letterman, remember how high Letterman's chair was? Because,
Hated
it's a
it.
power thing. It's a power thing that, he
Yes,
looks,
true.
he's already 6'4", but he has to, he's talking down to you, literally.
I never figured that out. And it was on every show they would turn and Letterman would go, and what are you doing today, Tiny Tim? But I hurt my neck. I hurt my C5 trying to look at him and tell him my bits.
He's David Spade, actor, comedian,
He's
writer,
David
podcaster.
Spade.
Yeah. Just move
Hey, are
on.
you in Happy Gilmore, dude?
I am in Happy Gilmore. Yes, too. Yes.
Or is it a secret?
Um,
I don't know.
no, no, no. I've talked about it. I'm in it.
Exciting. That's going to be a
Are
monster.
you? Are you in it?
I'm not in it. I wasn't in the first one, but I was excited to hear about it. And
I wasn't in the first one either.
I was trying to get, anyway, I was trying to get,
Do you drop a hint with Sandler, like Sandman? What kind of role do you got for me for Happy Gilmore 2?
no, that's too thirsty. The way he works on all that stuff is talks about something like a year ahead. He goes, hey, I might do this, might do this. But I didn't even see anything in Happy Gilmore. And I don't know what I was doing, but it almost didn't cross my mind unless people would go, are you in Happy Gilmore? I'm like, I don't think so. I wasn't the other one. I wouldn't even know what I would do. Plus, he's got sort of, I did think it'd be great if he had all these fun golfers in it. And so it would be fun because I golf. But the truth is, people go, you golf, you should be in it. I'm like, who cares? They just pretend. I mean, you don't have to be that great. You think, you know what I mean? They just show, they could have Lindsay Lohan out there hitting 900-yard drives. It's movie
Uh,
magic.
the podcast Fly on the Wall with Dana Carvey.
You know Dana, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Very, very talented.
Yeah, very talented. He's fun. We do a podcast like it. You know what they told me? My walls are too blank on my podcast. And Dana's are worse. Looks like he's in some gulag prison, but we just do it from home. And you have a lot of tchotchkes. I like it. Maybe too much, but I do like having something.
Yeah, I lead the league in tchotchkes, but I like it. I like, if the story I'm telling isn't that interesting, maybe you find something on the desk and then you go, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
So
people
maybe
go,
that's what you need.
oh, he's
But
also
but you
a
guys
deputy.
do
Go
you,
ahead.
do you guys so with your fly on the wall, are you dishing about things that happen on Saturday Night Live? Is that the
No, I
premise?
mean that's how it started, and we probably did 200 of those, but we're going to all video now. I mean, right now it's audio. One of them's audio, and it's like the newspaper. You got to get a little video going. So we are getting with we're catching up to 2018, and we're going to be on video, and then and so it's on YouTube also. But it's fun. We talk to whoever, a lot of comics, mostly comedy people, but sometimes we branch out because we've kind of buzzed through a lot of SNL people. It's definitely fun to do. Dana's funny. We just screw off. He's great.
When you pick a location to film a special, like what
Yeah.
goes into you pick that city? How much
Well,
thought goes into that?
I would think what cities I do well in, what cities are good comedy cities. Denver is where I did this one, is known for being a good comedy city. Uh, my last one was Seattle, and I really liked it, but it was during COVID. No, not Seattle. It was in Minneapolis. It was during COVID, so we had problems filming because we had to move it from Austin because of masks. And then I didn't realize the reason we moved it was because we had to wear masks for Netflix. So not me, but the crowd was a little muffled because it wasn't ideal for doing comedy. You know what I mean? If they're
So
like
they're
going, oh, 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 and I was listening from the back when my opener was on going, is this a tough, I don't want a tough crowd on my own special. And so I went out and I didn't even know because it's so bright, because I'm like Liza Minnelli. I'm like, oh, they're like this cabaret, with the bright lights. And then later they're like, yeah, they're laughing, but you can't hear them.
how do you know
So,
when you have a bad crowd?
oh, I had one the other night. I don't blame the crowd. I mean, it's me too, but I was at the Comedy Store practicing for this run, and I kind of want to give them a big razzle dazzle show. So I go practice stuff because it's very hard to remember an hour. And of course, I mix in new stuff that's from the special and that's not in the special. And so it's very tricky. Like I got lost in the middle of something last night. I think I was talking about Bill Belichick, and I can't remember even what I'm saying. So the crowd, I could blame them, but sometimes it's just I'm missing the connective tissue of jokes and what goes into it's harder than it seems, I guess.
So you're working on a Bill Belichick girlfriend.
Well, I mean, it's an expirational bit that will work for if it works at all for another week and a half. But yeah.
Okay. Do you want
Well,
to
because you
run it?
watch something in the news and you go, "Hey, I saw the interview where his girlfriend is off camera," and I don't even care about the age difference, but I thought, because she wore like a big sweatshirt and no pants. And I thought that was an interesting look when there was a crew there, and then she, interjected, and she's walking around like Winnie the Pooh. It looked like a shirt with no pants. But it could have been, I don't know what it was, but I thought, what are you saving the pants for? 60 minutes? And then Bill, of course, he's not going to the Met either. He's got like an old sweatshirt on with a little throw up on it. And he's just like, wow, we're going to Cleveland. And they're asking him, they're like, hey, who's this chick? And he's like, huh? Because he's never been asked a non-football question in 27 years. And so they're like, what's going on here with this geezer? And he's like, huh? We're going to
Geezer.
rehearsal? I know. That's a little harsh. I was just saying
Yeah,
like that's their words. I wouldn't say that.
yeah, but you date young too, so.
I don't know if we need to interject that in the middle of my
Well,
rhythm.
I'm working on a
Well,
bit
I mean,
about you.
well, that's why I said I didn't have a problem with that part.
You know,
I don't have a problem with any of it. I
geezer.
just have to think of stupid stuff to talk about. But I will say, since literally everyone's younger than me now, I guess that is the case. I'm not. I look 22. I'm not. Dan.
If you got rid of the mustache,
Yeah.
like I think the mustache makes you look older. Beard,
Yeah.
like if
Everything's.
you just clean shaven, you could probably pass for about 29.
When I did the wrong Missy. Oh, thank you. My maid's in here. When I did the wrong Missy, she saw it. I had to shave everything. Sandler goes, I had to shave everything. Actually, it's kind of my idea because I go, I'm supposed to be now. No thought goes into this. That's what you think. But I go, oh, I'm from Portland. I'm a businessman. Like I'm working. I said I would be pale with a. I wouldn't have like a beard, trying to be cool. Swartzen was one. Dude, I gotta have a beard. I'm like, why? I don't want to shave. I go, that's why? Is that why? So Adam goes, shave your beard. Anyway, we came, by the way, this is a side story. First story was I shaved, I look gross. The second story is Swartzen the night before we're shooting, we're walking around, and me and Adam see Nick, and he goes, "I thought you were gonna shave. You're shooting in the morning." I go, "Nick, go cram your lines. We got 7 pages more." I got this. He's always angry. He's always like fake and mad at all times. You know what he is? He's grousy. So the next day, he's an hour late and he has his beard. I'm like, Nick, and he's like, what did we land on? I go, we all said you're shaving it for 2 weeks. Anyway, this is what I deal with, Dan. It's not all fun and games like you with the fireplace. You roll in whenever you feel like it, action, blah, blah, sports.
Well, that was quite a payoff for that.
It was no payoff. You want payoffs? You go to
I,
these. This is the goal. No, but
you
my
know what?
maid,
Blame the crowd.
I put the do not disturb on, for the
Yeah.
whole time I'm here. And then they always want to get in to see what they're dealing with. So she goes, housekeep. I go, what's that? And she knocks and goes, did you knock? I go, did I knock to you outside? No. And then she goes, well, I got you. And then she tries to summarize how bad it's going to be. She goes, you want me to get in there? And I go, I'm good. And she goes, you maybe get those towels off the ceiling for you? I go, no. Okay. You want me to help you dispose of that body back there?
David
Dan,
Spade
you're looking
stand-up
at your
special.
paper. I'm mid-bid and you're looking at your paper.
I know. I was trying to help you. I got a hard out here, and I want to save the punchline for tonight in Omaha.
Are we going live to Stefan Diggs on the boat? What's happening?
David Spade stand-up special, Dandelion, can be seen right now on Amazon Prime, and Fly on the Wall podcast with Dana Carvey. And if you want to run into David Spade, you can at davidspade.com.
Oh, yeah. Buzz over to my website. Dan, thank you, buddy. And I joke, but it is fun to come on.
Thank you, David.
Very
I
fun.
joke, but it's nice having you on.
All right. Thanks to the crew, the Danettes. They piped down on this one, but they're very nice guys.
They're all waving to you right now.
They know when you give them talk. They
Waving
know.
goodbye. Thank you.
Okay, well, after I hang up, I'll probably stay on for about 30 in case you need me.
David Spade, actor, comedian, writer, podcaster, and the new stand-up special, Dandelion. Wow.